All right, so welcome back once again to our discussion for today. So today's section is promised going to be a nice section as we continue to wrap up with our discussion on business mathematics before our exams tomorrow on business mathematics. So today is going to be a nice session. You want to make sure that it's going to be a give and take. So all the questions that you have, you make sure to drop in the chat section. So we're gonna provide you with a blueprint and all the answers that you need in order to excel and to pass the examination. Very so if you just join us, do want to share the link and like the video as well as we continue to wrap up with the discussion for so far we have covered on business mathematics to go to the examination with a carry that you want to pass and to pass the examination very well. So you want to make sure to share the link and then like the video as well. Oh, all right. So that is what we're going to do for today. So all your questions. So today I'm going to answer a lot of questions before we start to answer some questions to actually help us uh for tomorrow's exercise. So let us see your questions in the chat section as we flow for today. So I'm waiting for your questions from the introductory part. That is overview and nature, commission, trade and cash discount, inventory, uh, and hopefully break even analysis generally. So let's wrap up with a discussion. So I'm pulling my board so that as we move on, if you have any question, you can ask so that we get it going in that case. So let me share my screen, get started. So all your question must be asked. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the chat as we move along. So we're going to take some few questions to discuss based on a projection on the exam so that we can excel. So let me bring up my board and we get going. That case. So I want us to go through these questions as a questions that actually we had in our performance evaluation text in our paid classes. So we just want to share a bit with you so at the end of the day you go to the examination and then pass the exam generally at the end of the day. So as we move on, if you have any question too, do want to drop in the chat for us so that we'll answer you and provide with the blueprint that you need in order to pass the exams generally at the end of the day. So let's begin the discussion. Uh, so we have a question here. If, so let me read from here, come in. Okay, wanna read some chat from here. So it goes like if A is equal to 15 and b is equal to 4 over 5. Find 10a minus 20b multiplying what 5ab. So this is just an overview part. So how do we go? So here you just have to what substituting in the values as we wrap up for today's discussion, right? So let's see how we go about that. Let's see how we go about that. So here what I want you to do is just to do substitution generally. So let me try to copy it to move it to the next page. All right. So let me bring it up here. So that is our question one. So let's see how we answer this question. So generally we are asked to find what 10a minus 20b multiplying 5a. So straight up I can say that I have here so 10a minus what? So let me write it here. 10a minus 20b multiplying what 5ab multiplying 5ab. So what do? We just have to do substitution. I know a is 15, so I'll have what 10 multiplying 15. Okay, I know b is what 4 over 5. So all that I would do here is to bring in 20 multiplying 4 over 5. And then what do? The next thing I want you to have is also substituting the value of what b again in the remaining part of the equation generally. So I also have here, so 20 multiplying 4 over 5, and I also have here multiplying or 5, a is 15, b is what 4 over 15. Okay, 4 over 15. So we go. So here is going to give me what 150. Then here 5 goes here. 1 it goes to 4, 20 what 4. 4 multiplying 4, we are getting what 16. Okay, so we have 16. Then here to 15 can cancel 15 there. Then 5 multiplying 4, we are getting what 20. I mean, here you can just use calculator to deal with it. So let's see what we'll get at the end of the day. If I should multiply this here, 16 multiplying 20. No, I think we have messed up something here. Let's see. We have, come in, let me do that arithmetic work for you. So here is what 150. Okay, then we have also here 20 multiplying b, which is what b is what 4 over 5. Or was 4 over 5, then yeah, I was making it 15. Yeah, 4 over 5. 4 over 5, rather, not 4 over 15. So 5 goes into itself 1, it goes into 15 or 3 rather. So that means we have here as well 3 multiplying 5 multiplying 3 multiplying 4, we are getting 60. So 60 multiplying or 16. So let's see what we'll get multiplying 16. Supposed to get what 960 there. So we have here as what 150 minus 960. So the difference between the two, 960 minus 150, supposed to get what negative 810 there. So you are done. So that's going to be the answer to this general. So this is just actually substitution generally. So you just have to look at the algebraic expression given here and then substitute in the values, and then you are good to go general. So let's take note of that. So that is question one. Now question two, we have Tony and Ben engage in a business that yielded what a return of what 15,000. 15,000. Okay, let me read from here. It goes on to tell us that if they agree to share this return in the ratio of what 3:2, how much did Tony receive than Ben? So this is actually a ratio and proportion question that we have. So let me also do the same thing, copy from here, bring it up here. So we have a transaction between two parties, and this is how it goes. Let me bring it up here. Okay, we were told that they earned a profit of what 15,000. Their profit value is what 15,000. Okay, so $15,000. And then their total ratio is what? 3 is to what? 2. So ratio. So we have what? T is to what? B. And that is equal to 3 is to what? 2. So that means we have total ratio to be equal to 3 plus 2. And we are getting what? 5. We are getting 5. Okay. So that means that for us to do the sharing, Tony will have what? 3 over 5 multiplying what? Multiplying $15,000. And then what do we get here? Supposed to get what? So 5 goes 15 or 3. 3 multiplying 3, we are getting 9. So we're going to get what? $9,000 for Tony. And then that of Ben to follow the same approach. So we have what? 2 over what? 15 multiplying what? $15,000. And what do we get here? 15 goes to itself what? Oh, sorry, I said 15. 5. 5 goes to itself what? 1 goes here as what? 3. So 3 multiplying, you are getting 6. So that is what? 6,000 generally there. And you are good to what? Go. So that means that the amount that Tony will own receive more than what Ben is going to the difference between Tony's share and that of what Ben's share. So what do we get? So amount received. So amount received more than Ben. It is going to be the difference, which is what? 9,000 minus what? 6,000 there. And what do we get? Here is supposed to get what? The difference is supposed to be what? 3,000 generally. So this is going to the amount more that Tony will receive more than what Ben. So let's take note of that. Let's take note of that. Okay, so if that is the case, then that is that. Okay. Then what do we do? The next question is the next question here is what? Question 3. A jewelry store has what? A unique sale and therefore, oh, let me bring up this. Okay. A jewelry store has a unique sale and therefore all children's jewelry is 25% off.